Hello, lovely people. Welcome to the Hadeca International Porsche Cup round number 2. We will be starting with the Red Bull Ring, the Austrian track. We'll be facing our drivers. So, a little bit about our championship. We are heading into 5-stage championship with a total of 2000 euro prize pool. Winner gets 500 euro, and also the winner team will also be receiving some prizes. Each race, the top 5 is also being rewarded, so every race matters, every race counts. And yeah, today we will be looking at drivers, a lot of professional drivers competing not only for the prize pool but also for a great racing. Our championship is made from 5 rounds, such as the first round was at the Circuit de Navarra. Today we are facing Red Bull Ring. Next up we will have Watkins Glen, Monza, and then Spa-Francorchamps. And so, yeah, today we are at Austria. Today the broadcast is also joined by my fellow Ukrainian sim driver Ilya Ivashchenko. Ilya, hello, how are you?
Hello, Dominic. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Hadeca Sim Racing Championship. We're excited to see a new race from really good driver, really high quality drivers. Last time it was a really exciting race to watch. We've had everything, really. We've had a really good race between our leaders, Alexander Spatz, also Oscar Pugh. Also, we've had a really interesting layout covered in rain for the last race. So yeah, hope to see the same thing today, and hope our drivers will gift us this small present for the upcoming Christmas.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be looking at a lot of close battles today because you know Red Bull Ring is a quite competitive track. It has a lot of top speed straights, lots of heartbreaking zones such as turn 2, turn 4, turn 6 maybe, and of course turn 1. Yeah, a lot of heartbreaking zones today. So yeah, I think we're going to watch a lot of action today. Right now the drivers are doing the quali sessions. We have 15 minutes of qualification with unlimited laps. So it's not like the typical iRacing system where you have only 8 minutes, then 2 laps and you're done. Basically, yeah, drivers can push as much as they can in these 15 minutes. And so right now we have Oscar Pugh, our previous race winner. He is in the lead, almost 3 tenths ahead of Andrei Pozniakov. And now Alexander Spets, one of the main rival of Oscar. He has set his fastest time. It's 1 minute 30.7. Again, 2.5 tenths to the first place, so it's not that close between the leaders. So I think we'll definitely see some improvement from Alexander. But right now we can see that Oscar is quite comfortable with the pace that he is having right now. He will be doing more attempts. Definitely, we saw him stopping after the turn 1, so now he will be driving out on the fresh new tires, and will try to attempt a new fastest try. So, Red Bull Ring, we can see now it from the onboard camera. I'm sure that everyone is familiar with this track. It's one of the most legendary tracks in the Europe, I think. And you know, you also always remember great races in Formula One here. A lot of overtaking maneuvers, lots of interesting defending maneuvers. Ooh, something went wrong with this driver. He is unfortunately out from this attempt, and he will be driving one more time. So yeah.
That was slightly nasty, slightly nasty crash. Yeah, interesting layout as well. So yeah, if you can you please show us a picture of a layout? We will talk about the layout just for a minute. So here we've split the whole track into 3 different zones. So as you can see, that's chill zone, really chill, just like a chill guy. Kind of sus zone, that's a bit of a steep a tricky corner, but not that hard to go through. And we have a really dangerous zone that's called a torpedo zone. That's either caused by the nature of the turn. That might be a really steep corner. That might be a really tricky one with, for example, the corner which goes upwards or downwards. Or it can be a corner that makes every interesting and not really clever ideas come true. So, for example, if someone wants to dive you really hard, or someone wants to outbrake you, or someone just thinks like, "Oh, that's a really good idea to surpass you from the outside, going on the gravel," that might be an idea for this particular corners. So as you can see, corners 3, 4, 6, and the whole section of corners 9 to 10 with highlighted as a torpedo zone. So we'll have a look at how our fellow drivers will show themselves on these corners. And I'm pretty sure, Dominic, how do you feel? How do you feel about these corners? And do you think these corners will give us lots of excitement for this race?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when we start the race, turn 3, Remo's corner. This would be very fun to watch when the drivers are packed together. There would be some. I think there might be some even crashes. I don't want to see them today, but yeah, we know this corner. It's quite one of the most dangerous corners on this track. This is one of the most like heartbreaking zones here. So when you're trying to attempt a maneuver or something like that, you stamp on the brakes quite hard, and it's quite tricky to lock up on these cars. So these cars, Porsche 992, Porsche Cup, they do not have here in iRacing no traction control, no ABS system. So it's quite easy to lock up here, especially on the cold tires, on the cold brakes. So yeah, I think we will be. It's quite possible that we will have some problems the first corners, but then after the drivers will be a bit splitted up between each other, I think we'll see great battles in those highlighted corners. Once again, they're quite tricky. They require a lot of skills for driver, and they're quite easy to make some moves here, especially like corner 3 and 4, maybe even 6. They will be the most highlighted overtaking corners, but section 9 and 10, it's one of the most challenging section here in these cars, because you are delivering a lot of speed on the last section of the corners, and it's quite complicated to control the car with the speed that you take on this last section, and especially last corner, turn 10, where you have like quite steep downhill, like sort of track is going down, and you like need to jump over some sort of the curb, and you're basically like flying there, and once you are landing, so it's quite complicated to stay the car in the one place. So yeah, I think we'll be having a lot of interesting battles today. I think actually we will be seeing more action here compared to the previous round, because once again the track is much more shorter. I think all the drivers are familiar, but better familiar with this track than the Navarra circuit. So yeah, and once again there will be much more overtaking opportunities. The slipstream will be quite important here. I think lots of drivers, especially when we'll be having heat rounds where your position, actually your like only top 10, top 15 finish will matter. So I think the driver will be following each other, and this is one more like challenge to the drivers to follow but not to overtake, and to try to keep the car behind you. So yeah, I think it's going to be quite a lot of work to do for our drivers today, but we'll see. It's only like 3 minutes left until the quali session is done. Oscar Pugh still leading, with Albin Spets now on the second place. This is his own board that we're looking. And he on the third place is Alexander Spets, only half a tenth he is losing to the position number 2. So as you can see, like in the top 6, we have quite close distances between the drivers. So I think we might be looking at some great battles today. I don't know. Once again, the most important race is the last one that we will be seeing today. So now the drivers will just need to make sure that they reach the final stage of round number 2. So we will be having heat number 1, where the top 10 advance to the main race. Then it will be heat number 2, where also the top 10 will advance to the main race. And then we will have consolation race, where I think it's top 30 drivers that will be fighting for the last entrance to the main race. So yeah, I think the consolation race will be the most action packed. Heat number 1, heat number 2, they will be a bit more chill, because once again there is no fight, there is no points in none of heats. So the only points that the drivers will be competing in is main race. So yeah, I think we just need to wait until the most action will happen. But yeah, I once again, as a spectator, I hope for great battles throughout whole weekend that we have right now. And what about you, Ilya?
Overall, I'd say as of now, we have a really quality qualifying session. Really, if you look at places from 3 to 7, you can see how packed this section is, how close drivers go to each other. And overall, I'd say probably I'm not that good at math. I won't lie, but if we look at differences from the 3rd place to the 10th place, probably it's less than a second and a half, probably. What do you think? Yeah, might be, might sum up, might not. But again, as I've said before, I'm not really good at math.
We
But
have a
yeah,
spin. That's Andrei Poznyakov.
that
Unfortunately,
was Andrei Poznikov. Yeah, he's on the 4th place. Yeah, he still
and
has
one more
some
time.
time. Oh, we have
You
another
see,
one.
that's what was I was talking about. Like, it's quite easy to spawn here on the last corner, because once you land on the track after this small jump, you basically it's quite a big chance of you losing the control. And we've seen two fast drivers from Ukraine, Andrei Poznikov and Matvey Litvinov. They did similar mistakes here in the last corner. So I hope that was their last mistakes. And we won't see any similar things in the race. But yeah, this was like the example how easy to lose the car in this section.
Especially, I'm really interested about this last update on iRacing because again, this sand, this gravel, it makes huge difference compared to the previous update. And for example, if it's if you have even slight bit of sand or gravel on the racing track, it's really easy to spin. It's really easy to lose control. And yeah, I'm really excited to look at how it will be during our next races. And as of now, we have Oscar Pugh on the 1st place, when we have Albin Spatz following by his brother Alexander Spatz. Then we have on the 4th place, we have Andrei Poznyakov. On the 5th place, we have Bernardo Faria. Then on the 6th place, that's Alex Noach. On the 7th place, we have 24th car, Jules. I'm really sorry, but
It's Gilles Johnny.
Gilles
Gilles.
Johnny,
Yeah,
Gilles. Yeah, let's call Gilles.
should be.
Gilles.
Yeah, yeah.
Great name, great name. On the 8th place, we have Diana Perez. On the 9th place, we have Alex Daughter. And on the 10th place, we have Javier Biringuel. Hope so.
Maybe.
Again,
Benguel. I don't know.
hope yeah,
Maybe.
hope you won't see me in real life, and I mean you won't throw stones at me for mispronouncing your names. But yeah, really good results as of now. That's our top 10, and then we can see all the rest of the grid of this qualifying session.
Yeah, top 20 cars in 1 second. This can produce some quite good battles today. It's quite a good number, actually, having 20 cars in the 1 second, especially at this track. So I hope we see a lot of action today. Right now, we will be having heat number 1, where the drivers that finished qualifying on position number 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on, they will be facing each other here. And the top 10 of this race will advance to the main race. So, two leaders, two main rivals of this championship, Oscar Piu and Alexander Spets, are facing each other in heat number 1. We are ready, the lights are ready, and we are go. That was quite a fast lights off, and we are go. Oscar made a quite good start. He is taking the lead. Alexander is following him. No attempt of attack. We see quite. There are
Oh
some
no no
speed.
no 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 no!
Unfortunately,
When we have a massive crash.
I think like 6 or 7 cars participated in this crash, unfortunately. But overall, everything is going so far so good. This is the corner number 3, which I was talking about, with some heavy braking. And yeah, even too wide is possible here. And we see now Gleb Protasov. He is fighting Dmitry Lukanov, the car number 5. And right now on your screen, you can see the battle for P4, I think. Yes, this is Gilles Jani and Felix Fötter. They are battling each other. Yeah, this is quite a picture that we've already seen in round number 1. The top 5 won't be battling with each other. They don't see this as necessary. They just need to finish the race. It's only 15 minutes, so yeah, I think the most battles that we will be seeing are for P10. Right now, there was some contact between Nicolas Telitz and I think that was Benjamin Frigerio. So yeah, that was quite a. I won't say that was a messy start. Some things did happen on the first lap, but they were quite minor, I think. Overall, the drivers are already split into the groups, especially as we see right now the top 5 just pushing each other, no overtaking between the top 5. And I think that this top 5 will finish in the same order that is. They have completed lap number 1.
Yes, I'd say that's most likely to happen.
Let's take a look what happened in turn 1. Oh, Stanislav Ivanuk locked up into turn 1. He made a contact. I think that was Danny Pro. And yeah, some red Porsche spun unfortunately out of the first corner. Yeah, that's also what I was talking about. Like, you have cold tires, you have cold brakes, and it is really easy to lock up your front tires on these cars. Stanislav Ivanuk, he is now in P16. Oh yeah, there's some battle between the drivers. I think it's Pierre Bourget and Danny Pro and Stanislav Ivanuk. They are going too wide in corner number 6. Oh, someone went off. I think that was Denis Schwetz, car number 14. He went from the gravel onto the racetrack, and you can see how much gravel there is on the layout. So this new update of iRacing. It's not only the visual. I think like debris. They have also some physical effect when you drive over them. So basically, you run over these gravel debris, you might lose control of the car, you might lose the grip. So, and now we, in the sections from turn 6 till turn 7, there is a lot of gravel there. So yeah, there will be really low grip section. Yeah, the drivers will need to pay attention there, because yeah, once again, it's quite easy to lose the grip on this car even when there is no debris. So yeah. Let's see. This is the battle between Benjamin Frigerio and Matvey Litvinov. Down to T4 they are going. Benjamin taking inside line. Yeah, that was quite an easy pass for him. I think Matvey will try to counterattack him, but no. That was a clean pass from Benjamin, and now he is up to P6.
Overall, what we can see from the top 5, we can see that Gilles, car number 24, he's trying to reach Bernardo Faria, car 87, and actually, yeah, I think he pushed him wide at this corner, probably.
Yeah, that was quite rude.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough overtake, but yeah, it's just a small bump, unfortunately. But overall, we can see that if we look at the top five, we can see that people are quite compact, going quite compact, and they are trying to reach each other um, as many times as possible. And here we have Bernardo Faria coming on the third place, surpassing Gilles Ginier. So if we look at the rest of the table, we can see that overall drivers just trying to not make much damage and yeah, just go easy on each other. And yeah, but also we have uh, cars number 31 and 96 on the 7th and 8th places respectively. Probably Nicholas Dallas will soon try to reach Matvey Litvinov and yeah, try to take the 7th place from him. So I bet in the next probably 1 or 2 laps we will see a battle for the 7th place.
It's quite possible.
Now,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry that I interrupted you. Yeah, it's quite possible because Matvey is starting to lose the pace. We've seen him losing position to Benjamin Frigerio, and now he is facing pressure from Nicolas Telitz. Well, once again, if I were on his place, I don't think that I would be quite nervous because the goal of this race is just to finish in the top 10. So I think you need to I think you need to be a little bit start to get nervous when you are facing the pressure from the driver who is driving on the 11th place. But right now, yeah, we can see Nicolas passing Matvey Litvinov on the break in turn 3. And yeah, once again, that was quite a clean pass so far for the top 10. Quite clean battles, but not the thing that we saw in turn number 9, where there was a contact between the leaders. But overall, that's quite okay. This is like GT racing. We will see some sort of bumps to each other, like when the drivers smashing their doors. So it's okay. It's not Formula One. It's not open wheel championships where the small contact will face to some critical damages of your car. So yeah, I think we all understand that this is quite okay. So far, I think for the top 10, no more overtakes, no more battles are coming up. I think they all understood that they just need to calm down and to finish the race. But I think that right now we will see the most interesting part of this race. Dmitry Lukhanov on 11th place. He is 7/10 quicker than Jan Schüttler, who is right now in the danger zone in P10. This red Porsche of Ukrainian is now putting pressure on white Porsche to attempt a maneuver that can make him go into the main race. We will see. I think we need to have a look at this battle. Ooh, something is going with the leaders here. Alexander Speks just glued himself to the rear bumper of Oscar Piu. It looks like they're towing each other down to the finish of this race. So yeah, I think we won't see any sort of battles from them in this race. I'm quite sure maybe on the last lap of the race they will deliver some content for us, but I hope they fully understand what their goal in this race is. Well, how much time we got? 6 minutes left, and yeah, if you can see at the map, it's not that quite compact that we've predicted when the qualifying were going. You can see that like almost half of the circuit is now being filled with our drivers. We had a lot of, but ooh, look how wide line Bernardo and Gilles took in the turn 1. I think they will have to, yeah, I think definitely Gilles just made a slowdown. and that's why he let Felix Vetter by. So yeah, you see, they are doing like quite. I think from our perspective, it looks like they are quite calm, but you can see that they're pushing as much as they can. Yeah, this was the overtake from Felix. I think it's more like Jill just let him by because of the penalty. So yeah, this is how the things in this heat are going. Oh, actually, we can see from
Overall,
the tower. I think something happened with Jan Schutler. I think he spun on the turn number. Oh, I think that was turn number 4, because Dmitry Lukanov is up to P10, which is quite good for him. And for Jan Schutler, something definitely happened. We can see the replay. I think he just stepped on the brake. Oh no, he carried too much speed.
was just unlucky. Was
Yeah.
just unlucky. Unfortunately, things happen like this, and yeah, you never know. You never know when the car will behave like this in the exactly in turn like this when the road goes down. You have less grip, and yeah, it's really easy to just spin yourself on this exact corner. And actually, I wanted to mention you've said a really good thing about keeping cool. I mean, drivers keeping very cool and being cold-headed when it comes to this specific hit, because again, it's not a race, so you have to maintain your level, you have to maintain your pace, and just try to finish as high as possible, but not taking too much risk, because again, you have more one more race to go. So to be fair, I don't really think that we will see um, much action from our leaders, from Oscar Pugh and from Alexander Spatz. Probably Alexander will try to overtake Oscar in the last lap, maybe. But again, is it worth it? Risk reward ratio is not saying good news to us. So overall, probably I bet that we will still have the same top 5 as we have now by the end of this. What do you think, Dominic?
I think that well, actually, Oscar and Alexander, they are battling for pole position in main race. So whoever finishes first will start the main race from first position. And I think that it's important as for Oscar as for Alexander, because the driver who will finish in the second place here, he will be starting P3 in the main race. And I think that both of them do not want it to happen. So I think we might see some action on the last lap of the race. I mean, we always want to start from first positions, because once again, it's more chances. There is more chances that you will be safer from turn 1, from lap 1, than when you start like even P3. You might get some trouble from the drivers behind. So I think, yeah, that's quite an important battle for Alexander and for Oscar. So maybe, probably, I won't say that I'm 100% sure, but I think that we might see some action from these two drivers. For other drivers, it's not that quite important. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously important, because the higher you finish, the higher you will start. But anyway, I think grabbing pole position is what you need to achieve to feel safe. So yeah, probably we will see something. Right now, we might be seeing the battle for P10 between Lukanov and Schwetz. This is, oh, look how wide both of the leaders took their line out of the first corner. And yeah, I think we are going to see the move from Spets. Turn 3, oh, they banged each other. That was quite a small contact between them, door to door, but yeah, quite a good exit from T3 from Alexander, and he is now, he will be having better launch line. His goal is close the door, but he won't have an opportunity to close the door on Oscar, and Oscar right now having much better line here, but from the exit, ooh, that's brilliant defending from Oscar. That's really brilliant defending. He did not let Alexander to gain this better exit line, he like closed the door, and he is keeping his first place. I mean, it's 10 seconds till the finish of this race. I think this is the last lap of the race. And yeah, this was the attempt, the only attempt Alexander had at this lap. The only attempt that he had throughout this whole race. And yeah, this will be the end of this hit number 1. So Oscar Piu will be starting from pole position in main race with Alexander Spets finishing P2. Bernardo Faria has finished on third position. Felix Vetter is P4. Gilles Jaunet finished P5. Benjamin Friguero P6. Nicolas Teles P7. Matvei Litvinov finished P8. Adam Sarkozy finished P9. And Dmitry Lukhanov has defended himself from the elimination zone from this heat. He is through to the main race. Denis Schwitz, Jan Schüttler, Alexander Radetsky, Pierre Bourget, Stanislav Ivanyuk, Lev Protasov, Marcel Moroch, Danny Pro, Pedro da Silva, and Antony Vachenko, and all other drivers will have one more attempt at consolation race. So yeah, that was quite a good race. I mean, we didn't see a lot of bad stuff going on. We've seen some great battles. We've seen our championship rivals, leader rivals, trying to battle each other. So yeah, that was quite a good race. I mean, we've seen what we've wanted to see. So yeah, and the Fetter Plakos is the last one to finish heat number 1.
We've had a bit of a drift session from Federer on his last lap, but overall, if we look at the table, we can see that probably the main battle for places was in the middle.
Yeah.
And we've had several drivers who gained 4 or even 5 positions because of his hit, and actually they've done a really good job. But actually, if we go back to the top 10, we can say that everybody was really consistent. Everybody tried to keep very cool and just push their maximum and try not to do anything too risky or too unexpected. And yeah, they've done a really good job. So now we're starting this second hit. So we will have Albin Spatz starting from the pole position. Then we have Andrei Poznikov, number 15. Then we have Alex Noak, Diana Perez, Javier Berenguel, Max Erikstrom, Jose Galilea, Marcelo Gucci, and then moving on to Kostek Solvay and Pavlo Denisenko, car number 141. Oh,
Something happened with Albin.
something happened.
I mean, yeah, this did he just slept on the start? I mean, he did not react overall. That was
Probably,
quite odd.
maybe something happened with his hardware or something. I don't know, because it looked really weird because he didn't even start. Maybe he slept. I don't know, but we see the result. He's on the 15th place at the moment. We're on to 13th place. But yeah, unexpected start at all. And even if we look at the top 5, we can see that Pavlo Denisenko has gained 5 places. That's a really good start for him. Really great racing. And overall, I'm expecting that we will see some drama here. I'm really expecting this. I don't know why. Even from the start, it feels like something will happen now, and hope everything will be clean and in the gentleman manner. But yeah, exciting things started right from the first whistle. So at the moment we're looking at the Pavlo Denisenko, who's on the 5th place, car number 141. Yeah, he's trying to, yeah, and he actually overtook Max Engstrom, car number 202. And actually, yeah, I think he at this moment he will just try to push and keep gaining momentum and increasing this gap between him and other drivers. So yeah, and actually, if you look at this um, places from 4 to maybe 8 or 9, we can see how compact everybody is. And Pavlo Denisenko, he's like Thomas. He's like Thomas the train, and he's just trying to pull everybody and create this momentum for others to catch by. So, um, what do you what do you think? Will we see anything soon from this particular part of the table? And what do you expect? Do you expect many overtakes, or do you expect them just being cool and just trying not to do anything stupid? What do you think, Dominic?
Yeah, I expected something from Albin Spez, the driver who started. Oh, yeah, yeah, we
Oh
have a
no no
spinner.
no no no
That's
no!
Max Engstrom. He made, I think that was a contact between him and Javier Berenguel.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, Max has lost lots of places. Unfortunately, I don't know if he will have time to regain the positions and finish himself in the top 10. But yeah, he has a lot of work to do right now. So yeah, what I was trying to say is after this contact on the start, oh yeah, we can see the replay right now from what happened to Max. So it's going to turn 9. Oh yeah, I think he,
yeah.
I
I
won't,
mean,
I won't try to judge this incident, but I think that yeah, he could have avoided that quite easily. I mean, yeah, unfortunately these things do happen, and oh,
oh
that
no,
was
and we have
quite a
another one.
big mistake from, I think that
And
was
that's
Cedric.
actually a torpedo zone. That's actually a
Yeah, yeah,
torpedo zone.
yeah, yeah.
Someone tried to just dive in and outbreak, but you see how things happen. Not every time you'll have dives like this successful. Sometimes you will have it really bad. And yeah, at this moment we're looking at 12th place, and we can see that they're really close to each other and just trying to both teammates trying to surpass uh probably that's Sergei Soroka,
Yeah,
yes,
he's
or maybe
defending.
I'm mistaken.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
defending. Uh, Something happened to Vladislav Titov. Let's take a look. Turn 3 braking. I think that was quite. Ooh, that was when he was like avoiding this crash that happened to Cedric Anglisanti. So yeah, about Sergei Soroka, he's now. Oh, I can't even say what I want to say because we have one more battle. This is now Javier Berenguel and I think it's Marcel Gucce. Oh, Marcel made a big mistake in the turn 1. I mean, he will definitely face a slowdown penalty, and we will be seeing him losing position on this straight. Maybe not, maybe not. I can't remember the slowdown limit here in the turn 1, so it looks like that Marcel is safely through, but right now he is facing a overtake maneuver from Kostek Solovey, and Kostek did not finish his attempt, so the drivers will be facing each other down on the braking in turn number 4. But Kostek is on much better line here. He just need to outbrake, not himself, but his opponent, and just to try and close the exit line here, which he does. Yeah, great maneuver, great battle between these two drivers, and yeah, Marcel lost. I think he lost 2 places in one corner, in one lap. And yeah, what I was trying to say about Sergei Soroka, that he is right now in the most danger zone of this race, but he was actually in previous lap because he is now quite safe. He is 1.5 seconds ahead of Konstantin Kirchev, the driver who was pushing him a lot. Right now we have a battle. I think this is the battle for P13. It is Albin Spets, Cedric Anglisanti, Jose, and Max Engstrom. Look at the drivers. I mean, too wide last corner. That's quite optimistic. But anyway, the drivers are safe. Look how much damage actually the driver has. I mean, Albin and Jose, they did crash each other right at the start when Albin, I don't know, did he stall or something like happened to him? But yet, both of the cars are quite damaged. Right now, one more time from Kostek Solovey. He is now defending from Marcel Guce. And right now, that's a perfect exit line for Marcel. I think he might have a chance to close the inside line on the break into turn 4. Yeah, he did. He did. That was a perfect exit line. You know, as soon as you take this outside line, as soon as you are as close as you can to your opponent from the left side, and then you just launch yourself out of the turn number 3, and you might get a quite good line from this corner. Yeah, this is definitely a much more action-packed race. I mean, every lap we have lots of battles, spins, mistakes. I don't know why, but for the second round in a row, the heat number 2 is much more, I don't know, action-packed, really. I don't know why it's happening like second round in a row, but yeah. I think Kostek Solovey and Marcel Guce again swapped positions. I think they were battling one more time in turn 9 and turn number 10. And now behind them it's Enzo Lorenzanto. So we might be seeing 3 drivers battling their way for the top 6. I don't think that this battle is really necessary because, once again, these drivers are safely through the main race. They are getting quite a risk of having a spin, of having a crash or something like that. Like right now, Marcel, yeah, he almost did lost his car, but he saved it. Unfortunately, he lost 2 positions, but that I was talking about. Like, you don't need to push that much because, I mean, your goal is just to finish in top 10.
Something happened? Oh, that's just playing.
Yeah, that's just erasing things.
Yeah, overall, like, again, if we judge just solely from the risk-reward ratio, is it worth it? Is it worth it diving? Is it worth it overtaking at this moment? Is it worth it going outside just to overtake someone? That's just, as of now, we're in the middle of the heat 2. We have 6 more minutes. So we have plenty more time to, especially drivers, they have plenty more time to actually successfully overtake someone or just tailgate someone and finish safely. But I'm just looking at our top 3, and you can see how far they went. Actually, Andrei Poznikov going in the first place, then Alex Nog, he's like 5 tenths, 7 tenths behind. Then we have Diana Perez, she's 4 tenths behind. And yeah, then there is a huge gap towards
Right now we
place.
have a battle. We have a battle for P5.
Yeah.
That's Javier Benguel pushing on Pavlo Denisenko, and I think he has made his move. But no, I think they will be the
Will it be side
Pavlo
by side?
Denisenko. Yeah, they are going side by side. But this is like what Pavlo
Yeah.
needed to do. He needed to close this line on the exit, and he did. And yeah, he is right now. He is safe for like half a lap, I think. Something happened with Kostek Solovey and Jose Galilei, I think.
Yes, like happened. They've dropped. Yeah, Kostek dropped a few places. Yeah, and he actually came back. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, something definitely
something
happened to him because he was in
Yeah.
front of Marcel and Enzo. Let's take a look. It's the common mistake.
Yeah. Too wide. Too
At
wide,
least he didn't
unfortunately.
spun. At least he didn't spun.
Yeah, that's a good thing, and he reacted on time because he could end up in this gravel, and after that, you never know when you will get out of it. So, as of now, we see some minor mistakes, but we don't see something extremely huge or something extremely unnecessary from any of drivers. So as of now, we see a battle for the 4th place. We see Pavlo Denisenko, car number 141, versus Javier Berenguel, who's in the car 29. And we see that this battle goes on and on and on and on. So it's been like this for a few minutes, that's for sure. And probably it will stay like this till the end of a race. If something unfortunate won't happen. So
Why? Yeah. What
Yeah,
a great battle. I mean,
and you see again side by side, they're going side by side through each and every corner and just trying to squeeze as much of the opportunity as they have again side by side. That's a really clean race.
yeah.
That's a really clean battle for the fourth place. And actually, yeah, you can't even know what will happen in the next corner because again they're just
Yeah.
swapping places all the time. Pavlo trying to overtake, and what do
Oh,
we
he
have?
went.
Oh
He
no,
went
that's a
quite
bit
deep.
wide. That's a bit wide. A
Yeah.
bit wide. And yeah, still all good. Still all good. So, but that's a problem because again, if we look at the top five, we can see that because of this battle for the fourth place, in total, both players went far back from the first top three. So, as you remember, the gap was 5 seconds. Now it's 8.5. So, at this moment, players are just trying to get as much as they can from this remaining minutes of the second hit. And actually, as you can see, look at the first and the second place.
Yeah. This is the battle
Actually,
for
Alex,
P2 on the starting position from on the main race. And right now, Andriy Poznikov and Aleix Shnuk, they are battling not only for the win in this race, but also for a better starting position. And why that was quite. I don't think that was a lot of aggression from Andriy, but that was like right in the in point. I mean, you have to bring some aggression when you're battling with others. You have to be a little bit more like, you just raise your arms, you don't want to let anybody through, so this is quite okay. I mean, I think we will be going on the last lap of this race, and right now we have three drivers battling for, I would say they are battling for starting on first row on main race, and who it would be. I mean, we already know that from P1 will start Oscar Piu, but who will be on P2? Andriy Poznikov, Aleix Nouk, or Diana Perez? We'll take a look. Right now, they're quite. They are not that much close to each other to have some moves. I think. Yeah. That was. I mean, I don't want to say it,
the,
but that was too close to the contact. I mean, I thought that Aleix lost it, and I thought that he is just going to smash the rear bumper of Andriy. Yeah, I mean, Andriy is not even defending his position in turn 4. He's quite confident that Aleix won't have any opportunity to make a move, and I think that's quite interesting from Andriy Poznikov's side. I like this confidence from this driver, and I think that this was like the last opportunity for car number 3 for having some sort of overtake attempt, because I mean there's only two corners left, and I think that Andriy Poznikov, if he is not making mistakes, I mean he will finish on the second place. Yeah, it does look like this is the order of top 3 on this race. Yep, Andriy Poznikov wins second heat, and he will be starting on second place on the main round of Hadeca International Cup, round number 2 at Red Bull Ring. Javier Berenguel finishes P4, Paulo Densenko is on P5, Marcel Guc P6, Kostek Slovak P7, Sergei Soroka P8, Albin Spets, actually, he did recover from his... I still don't know what happened there, but he recovered and he is safely through main race. He will start from P20 actually there, so yeah, he will have a lot of job to do. But yeah, that's quite a good run from him, especially if you look at how much damage the rear of the car he had. So yeah, I think that was quite a good job from him. And Maxim Bunic is the last one to finish his number 2. He is quite far behind. I mean, 11 seconds to the closest driver. Yeah, this is hit number 2. I mean, I'm sure you would agree that this was much more. I don't know how you to say this. Like, the drivers were really fighting each other here. This was not
uh,
like cool head race.
Yeah, that was 100%. So we've seen much more challenging moves. Let's say it like this. So if we compare this here to the first one was really balanced. I'd call it like this. If you look at the top five, they were just rock solid, trying to push, trying to not do something stupid, and just finish the race how it is. But the second heat, right from the start, we've seen some action. Right from the start. Albin Spatz, unfortunately, something happened, probably with his hardware, probably he just uh, lost the moment. But yeah, to be fair, I was looking at his progression throughout the heat, and I was thinking like, man, I mean, how this car is still running after all this damage that happened? But he actually successfully finished the heat, and now we see the consolation race featuring 13
Look at the
drivers.
start from number 69. This is Danny Bo. I
Yeah.
think he started, I don't know, he started like P6, P7, and he
Oh no!
is.
What do we have? What do we have?
Oh, yeah, this is the consolation race. I mean, you can't, you
Yeah,
can't
madness,
go
pure
through that in the
madness.
first one. I mean, wow. I actually made a mistake. I mean, the top 15 of each heat are going in the main race, and only top 10 of consolation race is safely through. So yeah, apologies for my mistake. Wow, that was quite of a start, no?
That was, that's what we expect from each and every race. I mean, of course, we expect a really clean and really cold-blooded maneuvers and just driving, but not like
Oi,
this. That's
I
because
mean, come on.
that's consolation race. As you
Yeah,
can see, that's
really.
just pure madness. You I mean, you can't describe it by any other word. That's just madness. I don't know what's happening at this moment, but we have Antony Vashenko on the first place. The second one is Konstantin Kirchev, and the third place we see Cedric Angelisanti. Um, as of now, as you can see from position differences, the first place gained 8, the second one gained again 8, and the third one gained 9. So that's just, I mean, what a start! What a start! We see a replay from the first corner, and
Yeah, that was Ivashenko. I made a mistake. That was not Danny Pro.
yeah,
I mean, Ivashenko started P8, I think, and he is up to P. Yeah, he started P9. 8
P9, yeah, and
positions in one corner. I mean, yeah, we did see that there was a crash between the top three, but anyway, he took his line and it paid off. What a great reaction
yeah.
from Antony Vashenko.
I mean, he took a chance. He took a chance. He thought like, okay, let's go inside. Let's try this. Probably he knew. Probably he knew that. I mean, every T1 on every race is like a huge danger zone when the race just starts. So probably he thought like, oh, maybe everyone will go outside, and I'll try to squeeze from the inside, and it paid off. He got his lucky ticket, and
Oh,
something.
yo,
Oh
something that was
no!
quite a big shunt. I think that was Gleb Protasov and Danilo Golenok, and Danilo was already in the gravel, and then there was a
And
torpedo from Gleb. I don't think, yeah, we will see this moment. We just need to wait a little more, a little bit of the corner. Something. I mean, maybe that was mistake from him, and he just like locked up his tires. I don't think that was intentional move. Let's take a look what happened to Gleb here in the turn number 4.
oh, as you can see,
It looks like that he,
it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. That's
yeah,
just he lost control. Unfortunately, things like this happen, and I mean, you can't get insured, so you can't get saved from things like this. That's not something you can control. Um, but actually, while we were talking, as you can see, Anton Ivashenko dropped to the third place. Something happened. Something happened. He let Pau Dinares and also Konstantin Kirchev go just pass him by. So yeah, probably just mistake. Probably a brilliant overtake from the two drivers I've mentioned before. And now we can see a battle for the 12th place. So Okay, that was really clean. let's, let's say it like this. And yeah, all the action happens in the top five, contrary to the first hit. And also, I mean, we've seen less action in the hit two compared to this consolation race as well. Uh, but again, when you're looking at any consolation race, that's just uh, that's just a roulette. You never know what will happen. So and at this moment is just like an arcade. Everybody's trying to overtake everyone. No rules, just like flat out mode, and just trying to pass as many drivers as you can. And judging from the table, we can see that everybody's just probably they found their limits in terms of uh, unexpected and non-trivial moves, and just trying to go easy on each other. And yeah, so far, first 5 minutes. I mean, what an action movie! We've seen lots of different things, and now we see that unfortunately, Antonio Vashenko drops to the fourth place. Yeah,
Yeah.
something happened. Something happened. He's losing pace. Um, First he let Konstantin Kirchhoff and Pau Dinaris pass him by, and now Clement Angelisanti passes him as well. So yeah, something happened to a driver. Something happened, and now we can see a review of his from his field of view. And what do we have? Yeah, just lost control again. This tricky corner. It's really steep and it goes upwards, so the car is literally on the limits of the grip, and if you try to push it even a bit harder than usual, it will say like, no, sorry, that's is just my stop. You will spin here. So yeah, overall, so far so good. What do you think, Dominic?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we had a lot of bad things going on in the first couple of laps, but right now the drivers calmed themselves. Yeah, now they are doing. They're delivering us quite good race, like we've seen in the previous hits. I mean, they are now calm. They are now trying to build up the pace once again. I think they understand that their goal is just to finish in the top 10 here. I mean, the only driver that is now being in danger zone, I think it's Pedro da Silva, who is now like a little. I think that something did happen to Vladislav Titov. He is now losing 6-7 seconds. Yeah, right now it looks like that. Yeah, Pedro is safely through, and Vladislav, unfortunately, he dropped quite a lot of pace right now, and he is in danger of not reaching main race. And for other people, for other drivers, I think that their goal just to finish this race. We've seen a lot of action from them. Now they just need to calm down just to finish the race, because once again, as soon as we finish this race, we are going straight in the main race. So, I mean, you have to be calmly, and I mean, like you need to keep your head cool before the start. So, the drivers that just finished the consolation race, they are the most like I don't want to say it like aggressive, but they will have the highest heart rate. So yeah, they will need to calm themselves quite quick. I think that was a mistake from Maxim Bunic. He made a mistake on the braking down to the third corner, and right now he is under pressure from Marcel Moroch. Marcel right now is almost done with this overtake, but I think that there will be some counter move from Maxim. But it does look like that much better exit line for Marcel is right now. But yeah, no, still they're still going side by side. They're still going side by side for almost 4 corners, and I think they will continue to do it in turn number 9 and turn number 10. Let's take a look. I mean, they're leaving each other quite a lot of space because once again in iRacing you don't have a radar, so you don't see how much of the car is from the left or from your right side. But yeah, that was quite clean racing between Marcel and Maxime, and both of the drivers are safely. Oh, there will be one more attempt from Maxime. No, there won't be. I think I mean we might be seeing something happening in turn 3 because once again the slipstream is working on these cars quite a lot. It's quite powerful. So I think if you are prepared enough, you can make a launch on the under braking. But as we can see, Maxime is not ready for the launch on Marcel. He will be trying to do it one more time, maybe in turn number 4. I'm not sure. We can see that that's quite a big gap to make a move. I mean, for Maxime, it's just now. Oh, that's a mistake from Marcel on under braking. He unfortunately took quite wide line, but yeah, he closed the gap for Maxim Bunic, and he won't be having any sort of attempts to make a move. Oh, I think it's Anton Vashnikov.
Yeah, someone went white. Yeah.
He went really wide. Anton that took the lead from the turn 1. He is right now on P9, and he's dropping a lot of pace. Something I don't know.
That's just unfortunate things for Anton, and as you can see, he went wide in the first corner, and then he went wide again. But I don't know. He just started to lose in pace. Something happened. Probably that's because of the pressure. Probably, yeah. As you can see, that's lots of gravel to cover, and after that you have a really dirty tires. So you have to you just have to wait for some time for the tires to get back to normal. So yeah, just unfortunate things happening to Anton. But actually, from my point of view, I think my hero of this consolation race is Danny Pro. And you know why? Because he's like he has his teammate in front of him, and also he has Marcel. He's like, guys, I'm just a chill guy. I'm like I'm just watching. I'm just watching. Like, do whatever you. Oh, we have a spin.
Yeah, I think
We
that
have a
was
spin. Who
Anton
was it?
Vashnikov one more time.
Again.
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah, I'm 100% sure. I mean, yeah, from heroes to zero in this race. Yeah,
Nah,
they
that's
just
that's
carried
just
a lot of speed
uh,
being carried.
probably that's like one of these moments when you're thinking, okay, I mean, I've lost quite a lot of time. I've lost quite a few places as of now, and like, okay, now I'll try to push more. And as soon as you get this thought, you just you're starting to mess things up, and just you have more and more mistakes coming on, because again, as soon as you're trying to push yourself over the limit, as soon as you're trying to push more and more and more and more just to keep up with other players, again, it's like you remember the scene. It's quite a, I mean, quite cheesy scene, but you remember the scene from Cars 3 when Lightning McQueen was like washed up, and like a new guy was
Definitely.
just, yeah, he passed him by, and he's just all in anger. He's trying to get back to his place. Yeah, and then mistakes happen. So that's just real life. So as you can see, now we have Pau Dinaris.
Yeah,
That's the battle of the.
he spun from the third corner. Yeah, he carried too much
Oh, that
throttle.
was no
Oh, he even
way.
touched the wall. Aye.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking like maybe he will save it. Maybe he will save it because he was really close to do so. So just at first when he lost his contact, when he lost his grip, I was thinking like, okay, he's coming back. But after that, unfortunately, probably that's just slightly more throttle or just the wheel movement, and then unfortunately he spun. So as of now, he dropped to the 4th place, and we have Konstantin Kirchev, Clement Angulisanti, and Cedric Angulisanti on the top 3
I
on the
think that
podium.
was Antony Vashchenko that went into the pits. I don't know what happened. I mean, he might took the limit of the incident points on this race, and that will make him out of this race. I mean, because Vladislav Titov just passed him. Yeah, and that it does look like
What
that on the
happened?
last lap. I mean, the drivers have the limit of the incident points. I think
Yeah,
it's
maybe
17
Herbert
points,
Newton.
and
Yeah.
I think he just surpassed the limit. Yeah, he did make a drive through. Yeah, that was. We've seen him a
As he
lot
was
driving
going
a
through.
lot of he
Yeah.
like he had a lot of crashes, and he made a lot of how do you say that, like he went off track quite a lot, and yet he just grabbed 17 points. Unfortunately, that's actually on penultimate lap of the race, because right now we are on the last lap, and it's Konstantin Kirchev that is trolling quite confidently his way up to win the consolation race, and he will be starting the main race. Oh
Oh,
no, he
what
almost
was
spun. I
that?
mean, that was like some sort of Max Verstappen in Abu Dhabi 2021. I mean,
Yeah. He was
nice
like
attempt.
he was full of joy. He was just full of joy. He was full of energy that like I'm winning, and yeah, it it could end up really bad, but unfortunately, yeah, something happened to Anton. Yeah, that was really really sad to spectate this, and he was in first place, and after that he started losing pace, and yeah, maybe that's just unfortunate chain of events. Maybe that's just I don't know, some. Oh yeah, we have.
Look
Yeah,
how
probably. Yeah,
look how
he's
he
desperate.
tilted. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunate. That's just unfortunate things. So yeah, but we hope to see. I'm pretty sure lots of things coming on to him during next few races. He still has lots of opportunity to get more points in other races, and yeah, I hope he'll get his confidence back, and everything will be okay for him during next races. And yeah, as you mentioned, Konstantin Kirchev, he's on the first place. He won the race. Then goes Clement Angulisanti on the second place, Cedric Angulisanti on the third place. Then we have Pau Dinaris, fourth place, and top 5 finishes on Marcel Moros.
Yep, that was your consolation race. So right now the drivers will have 7 minutes of warm up. I mean, definitely the drivers who finished heat number 1, they skipped like half an hour. They were just sleeping, and right now they have a chance to warm themselves up. And yeah, it's going to be like 7 minutes of the replay. Right now you can see the info about the track, our temperature and weather. We're having quite a cold weather, because I mean, like we're in December. We tried to take the real weather from the Red Bull Ring as of today, but unfortunately in iRacing, when the track in real life stops working, you can't get any info from iRacing. So like basically December of 12, you are not allowed to drive in real life here at Red Bull Ring, and basically you cannot get any info about the weather conditions. It's quite interesting approach from iRacing, but we'll take it, and we just set the temperature by our own. But yeah, our goal is to recreate as mostly realistic conditions that are happening currently on the track, and yeah, we'll have a cold race. That's why you see quite great lap times. I mean, doing 1:30 on the Porsche Cup. That's quite a nice lap times actually, I would say. So yeah, basically we have 4 minutes left of warm up. That's going to be quite an interesting. I mean, I want to predict much better racing that happened on the previous round because we had a lot of rain, and yeah, it just went like a few laps and the drivers were driving on their own. We've seen not that much battles between the drivers, and so far as we've seen from heats and consolation race, we will have a lot of action in this race. I mean, the drivers, as we saw from qualifying, from heats, they can drive close to each other. They can do similar lap times. They can follow each other, but right now they are starting to fight for points. So the top 20, they are battling for points, and right now it's like half of the people are in the points, half of the drivers are not in the points. So yeah, I think we will be seeing a lot of battle, not only in the midfield but also in the leaders. We've seen like in the heat number 1, the battle between Oscar Pu and Alexander Spets. They are attempt to battle for the pole position in main race. So I just want these like 3 minutes to skip as fast as possible because I can't wait. I can't wait until we will see the green lights come off for main race of round number 2 of Hadeca International Porsche Cup.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. You know, like this, when you're watching this warm up, it's like when you're in the cinema and just you watch all this trailers and very endless trailers, and you're thinking like, okay, let's skip them. Let's go to the great part. And actually, yeah, I also agree with you about this about the race. And actually, I think I'll predict the same. So this race will be really packed with events, and I'm pretty sure we will see some interesting overtakes in let's say 3 first turns. So and also it will be really interesting to see how Oscar will defend his place, because again he's followed by really good drivers like Alexander Spatz. And if I'm not mistaken, remind me who's on the second place. Do you remember?
Alexander Spets.
Alexander
No,
Spatz.
no, no. I'm sorry.
On the,
I'm sorry. No. It's Andriy Poznyakov. Andriy
Andrei
Poznyakov will
Pozdякov.
start from second
Exactly.
place. Yeah, and Alexander will start from P3. Yeah, that's because the winner of the heat number 2 is going to start from second place. Yeah, I just forgot that. Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Exactly. So what can you what do you want more? I mean, like, what do you want? It's like you've had 3 brilliant drivers on top of a table just battling for the lead. And actually, I'm more than sure, I'm 100% sure that something will happen in the first lap. And yeah, we will see lots of action throughout the race. So we're really close to the end of the warm up. We only have 1 minute left, and overall, I don't think we've said it. But yeah, subscribe to Hadeca social media platforms. Support us, press like, comment. Yeah, and just in advance, sorry for all the wrong pronunciations and stuff. But I mean, that's life. And yeah, we're working our best. We're doing our best to provide the best quality of live streaming for you, for our beloved viewers, to bring a bit of a joy during these hard times. And yeah, especially we're all trying to support each and every fellow driver on the table. And yeah, we hope everything will be as clean as possible and as eventful as possible. So we have, yeah, actually the warm up.
We are ready.
We are ready for the final race of the second stage of Hadeca Championship. And
Yeah,
As
so
you can
your
see,
top 10, I mean, Oscar Piu will start this race from pole position. Andrei Poznyakov will be starting from the second position. Alexander Spets is starting P3. Aleix Schnok started from P4. Bernardo Faria starting on 5th position. Next up is Diana Perez from P6. Felix Fötter will start this race from P7. Javier Berenguel will start from P8. Gilles Joni, the driver who finished on 3rd place previous round, is starting from 9th place. And the Pavlo Dinsenko will close our top 10 for this race, and then you can see from your screen who will be starting from the next places. I mean, yeah, so far we have like common names that we've seen these names from the previous round in the top 10, so it's not that a lot of surprises. I mean, I'm mostly surprised from the Poznyakov pace. He will be starting from the front rows. I mean, yeah, that's quite an easy. So we are ready. The drivers are ready. We are ready. The lights are off, and it's a great start from Oscar Piut. Great start from Alexander Spets. Not a great start from Andrei Poznyakov, but he manages to still. He manages to defend his second positions, and so far we have quite a clean start in the turn number 1. I don't see some banks and crashes on the background. So yeah, so far so good. That's quite nice. And look, they are already lined up in one single file. I mean, this is an attempt from that was quite close from Gilles Jani. I mean, yeah.
That was really, really close.
And he did force Felix. I think that was Diana Perez. He did force Diana. Unfortunately, that's not a great move. I mean, Diana she will have a chance to protest this moment, and I think Alexander Spets made a move on Poznyakov. Oh, we have a spinner.
We have a spin. Oh, please. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything is okay. Okay,
Yeah.
we don't have a mass crash defined. So yeah, all eyes focused on the top 10. We see lots of different overtakes and trying to cut the gap. And here you see the Alexander Spatz view. And yeah, that was a really clean overtake. Overall, I think it was Andrei Poznyakov. He went wide, and Alexander Spatz just went inside, and he said like, "Okay, you're giving me as much space as I want, so I'll take everything you have, and I'll pass you, really, really easy." So
What a
at
clean
this
lap,
moment,
number 1.
yeah, that's a really clean one. That's a really clean one. I'm surprised, to be fair. I'm really surprised. I was not expecting some things going on. Yeah, is everything?
It's just
Yeah,
dance. It's just silent.
that's just iRacing moments. So
Or someone did spawn. I mean, someone was definitely facing wrong way out of exit of turn 1, but
who was it?
I did not. I will take a look who is now on the last place. I mean, yeah, but definitely someone.
Here. What was it? Oh no. That happened. Oh,
I think that was
just
Max
a nasty crash.
Engstrom and Pierre Broussin.
Yeah,
Very unfortunate.
that's just an unfortunate thing. I don't know whether he's just not pushing hard on the brakes or just inertia, but again, it's just racing incident, unfortunately. So you can't get safe from it. So yeah, things happen like this. And at that time, we can see that Sergei Soroka, he's trying to cut the gap. He's trying to reach to this 19th place. And yeah, again, Matvey Litvinov, Albin Spatz, everybody's going really, really close to each other. It's just, it's just everything can happen in just split seconds.
It's revenge time.
Everybody's just ready to overtake. Yeah.
It's revenge time from Alexander Spets. I think he will try to make his first attempt on Oscar Piu, and right now, yeah, we are seeing him launching a move down on the third corner, but it's much better line to exit of this corner from Oscar, and I think that he will have to close the line as much as he can, but as we can see, he's not, and he just...
The next turn is the right one, and Alexander, yeah, he takes the first place. He takes the first
Okay.
place. He had a better trajectory. He was on the inside, and yeah, he just easily surpassed Oscar. Yeah, it was a really clean one. Yeah, nice, good job by him.
Yeah, that was quite. I mean, I thought that Oscar would defend more. I mean, probably the drivers understand that it's only the beginning of the race. It's only lap number 3. There is no point to battle each other. So I think right now Oscar will just try to stick himself on the rear bumper of Alexander, and I don't know, maybe try to bump draft him a bit to, just drive away from the drivers behind. We'll see, but I mean, yeah, that was quite interesting that the drivers did not defend that hard. I mean, yeah, they definitely understand that they are doing. I mean, this is one of the best racing drivers in the world, and yeah, I mean, they definitely know what they are doing. So yeah, I think we won't see for now battles, or we will. I mean, Oscar, no,
And he
we'll
tries, he
okay,
takes inside, and yeah,
concept
we'll see. And again, we go to this next corner where he's now that's just everything
identical.
shifted.
Yeah.
Last time it was Alexander on the inside, and now it's Oscar. So now let's see how drivers will and everything. Yeah, yeah,
Just identical. I
same
mean,
thing. Identical. Just what a clean battle between these two. And Andrei Poznikov, he's like, I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait for you guys to make mistakes. I'll wait for my opportunity, and after that, I'll take everything you have. I think that's a really good one. That's a really good strategy because, again, as you can see, these two drivers, Alexander and Oscar, they are trying to get this first place. They try to cement them on the podium, and yeah, just make the gap like bigger and bigger. And Andre, he's like, yeah, I'll let you do, I'll let you make mistakes. I'll just wait, and after that, I'll grab my opportunity and I'll do the best I can to just go through and pass both of you. So what do we have in the middle table? So as you can see, Albin Spatz, he he gained 8 positions. That's what we've expected. Actually, he's a really quality driver, and yeah, that was just unfortunate things that he started this race on the 20th position, and now he's on the 12th. That's a really good good drive from him, and judging from the other drivers, we see Dmitry Lukanov, he gained 5 places, and Denis Schwarz again 6 places. So we see lots of action in the middle table, and even looking at the relatives, especially look at Pavlo Denisenko. He overtook just as we were talking about the middle table. He overtook Benjamin Frigerio, and he got to the 10th place. Overall, yeah, that's a really clean race. And to be fair, I mean, time flew past really quick. So it's already 7 minutes of a race, and it felt like seconds. So we've seen lots of quality battles between our leaders. We've seen different drama things with spinning and with just banging and trying to overtake each other from our drivers. And overall, really clean race. And yeah, I don't know how to better describe it. What do you think, Dominic? Will we have the table like this going on for a long time,
Uh,
or we will
we
see
definitely
some?
won't, because we are having one more time Oscar and Alexander swapping places. I mean, every lap in the same corners, they are making moves on each other. I don't know. I mean, they're delivering an excellent battle for us. I mean, they are showing how you need to battle. Look how close they are going to each other. There we can see that Alexander tried to, I mean, tried to cross the line on the exit of turn number 4, but yeah, that's quite a good show that these drivers delivering to us. And what I want to say that the drivers from P3 up until P8, they are not that slower than the leaders. I mean, we
Not
might
at
be
all.
seeing 8 drivers battling for P1. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's the secret between the. Oh, Andrei
Oh,
Pozdякov
we have
spun.
something. Oh no, that's Andrei Kozakov. Yeah. Oh no.
Ay, ay,
Was
ay.
it a contact or was it like uh, loss of grip or something?
And we need to see the replay, but I think that it's quite possible to lose the car there. Yeah, he just stepped on the
Yeah,
throttle
that's
too
just.
early.
Oh no.
What a
Yeah.
great race from him it was up until this moment. What an unfortunate way to. I mean, he will definitely regain the positions, but yeah, what an unlucky moment. And Spets and Pew, they swap positions one more time. I mean, like for the rest of this race, it looks like that we will be seeing this scenario from lap to lap, and I mean, like, I don't think that they don't understand it, but the drivers behind them, Gilles Jean is leading the group behind them. They are closing the gap, and they might be in this battle soon. I mean, if I were on the place of Oscar or Alexander, I would just try to draw as far away as possible from the drivers behind me, and then I will start to battle. Or I
Exactly.
don't know, or they're just having fun battling each other. I mean, it's quite also the possible scenario. They're just having fun. They are delivering some good content for us. They are enjoying this battle because they, how do you say that? They trust each other. They know that they won't be doing some weird and stupid things. And right now, Oscar. Oh, this is quite a
Oh
new
wow.
scenario. This is quite a new scenario for us.
That was a really cool one. Yeah, I liked this very, very much. That was a really, really clean overtake, really professional overtake. Yeah, just a beauty. And also going back to what you've said, it's a really wise move to just say like, okay, let's not battle now. Let's wait for another 10 minutes or something. Let's drive as far as we can from the rest of the group. And after that we can discuss between each other who will be the leader and who will be on the second place. Because again, if you look back, you can see that 5 cars are right on the tail of Oscar. They're all trying to get as close as possible to the leaders. So if something happens, if a contact happens, or an unfortunate spin of any one of the leaders, I mean, you will just automatically lose 5 or maybe more positions
I
just in a
think
split
maybe
second.
more. I mean, look
Well,
where Poznyakov is. He lost 12 positions
and
because of
he's
this
14th
fun.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the cost of the mistake is quite big. And one more time, we are seeing. I just lost the count how many times they swap positions.
yeah.
I mean, we just need to count it because that would be quite interesting. I mean, uh, let's talk to the chat. Chat. Let's take your predictions. How many times will Oscar and Alexander swap their positions in this race? And if someone is paying quite good attention, tell us how many times they already swapped positions. Thank you, our fellow viewers. And yeah, it looks like that we are starting to have. It's now 7 cars battle for the lead. They're doing. I mean, I love to see this. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
they are following. They are doing. They are following each other quite close, and the moves that they are making on each other, they are just beautiful. I mean, this is just beautiful.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's just a beauty of racing. We all expect, and that's why we love racing, because again, that's so much energy coming from all of these drivers. They're all trying. They're all hungry for a win, and they're all trying to get to this desired first place. And that's a question because on the Alexander's pads, I mean, he has a huge burden on his shoulders, a huge stone that he's carrying at this moment, because he understands that one small mistake, one minor mistake, will make, I mean, things go south really, really quick. And as you can see, again, another overtake. It's just a typical business day for these two. Yeah, we're just having fun on this Friday evening, and I mean, what else can you do on the Friday evening? Just to have fun, just relax and enjoy yourself. And as of now,
Oi,
you
oi,
can see that, yeah, Gilles,
that what we're talking about. Oh, that was quite an aggressive move from Alexander, and this is
look at that.
great news for Oscar. Yeah, yeah, we finally started to have more than two cars in the battle. Finally, it
Look
did
at
happen.
that. I mean, my man Gilles, he's just, I don't care what you do. I'm just trying to, let me squeeze here, please. And he's just squeezing in and trying to surpass Alexander. That was a really, really cool move. And as you can see, he's right on the tail of Alexander. I
Yeah,
mean, there's just, he doesn't have any time to think even. So, for example, now Gilles can go on the inside, try to surpass. So he has lots of freedom of movement. He can go outside, inside. He can dive. I mean, if even this can happen. But overall, again, we're like in the middle of a race, so it's not that. Is it worth it?
it's not even the
Is it
middle
worth
of the
it?
race,
What do you think?
we did not even surpass the middle of the race. I mean,
Yeah, it's not even equator. So
yeah,
we're like, and we've already seen everything we were expecting to see. We've seen lots of quality driving. We've seen lots of interesting overtakes, non-typical overtakes, like the one Alexander did with going outside of an inside. That was just a beauty. And we've seen lots of drama, for example, from Andrei Poznikov. That was a really, really nasty spin, and unfortunate things happened to him. So again, what do you expect? What do you expect? What do you want more from races like this? It's just a pure enjoyment, pure enjoyment. And as you can see, let's look at this, Fred. Let's look at the top 10 from the first place till the seventh place. They go really, really compact. They're really, really close to each other. And then you see the gap. That's a really, really huge gap between the
yeah.
seventh place and the eighth place. That's 6 seconds. That's massive. That's huge.
And also
And
taking the fact that they are battling,
yeah,
so they're battling and the gap is still raising up. I mean, yeah, the pace that top 7 has is unbelievable.
exactly. And that's the power of Slipstream as well. So that's, I mean, Oscar and Alexander, they've dictated the pace. Everybody was in the Slipstream, and as you can see, the one like who could and who just caught the Slipstream, they're the winners now. Because again, 6 second difference. That's
Oh,
massive.
that's a move from
Uh,
Alexander one more time. That was quite a
again,
late move, and he. Oh no,
what do we have now? No,
I
that's Oscar. Yeah,
think
he just
he.
went a bit wide.
That was a bit optimistic, but one more time. Oh,
Oh wow.
Alexander Spets, car number 1 is up to P1. That was just great. I mean,
That's
I mean,
just masterpiece. Again,
yeah,
these two guys can go and create courses on iRacing just and sell them and really just take this one demo and show everyone how to overtake. That's just beauty.
yeah, and you can see how much trust Alexander has in Oscar. I mean, he understands that Oscar will still leave the space, and that's why he makes such moves. And Oscar also understands that even when Alexander make the moves like that, he won't lock up, he won't lose control of his car. Oh, and now that was I
Yeah,
thought
and
that Oscar is going to bump draft him, but no, this is this is
that's an
continuing
overtake.
to be. I mean, like, yeah, they are battling the whole race, and right now Jill Johnny quite close to them, and yeah, if they still continue. Look, Oscar is trying to attempt a maneuver on the grass. So yeah, he's taking much more than the whole width of the track. And here comes Gilles. Oh no, I just thought that he was trying to cross the line on Oscar, but no. There will be everyone will be trying to put pressure on Alexander. Yeah, it's quite a lot of work to do from him because again, he's not only defending from Oscar, he is also facing a problem from other drivers. So yeah, he just need to collect his head and just to try to drive away as much as it's possible. But we are seeing that like the slipstream effect here is really strong. Look how much width of the track these guys takes. I mean, it does look like that they are passing this off-track limit, but I'm sure that the drivers know where to cut, where to went a bit wide, and yeah, and the amount of speed that these guys carry throughout the corner, it's just unbelievable. I mean, I'm just looking at it, and I just do not understand how much of controls these guys have on their cars. One more time, Oscar Piu on the outside of Alexander Spets, but this time he will try to cross the line, and I think that he has done it. I think that they will be driving side by side, and I think that yeah, Oscar is now going as a leader before the braking zone in turn 4, and he is one more time the new leader of this race. Yeah. And will we see this late break move from Alexander one more time? No. Right now, Oscar is closing the gap, but he is going around the outside. Oh my god, guys. I mean, this is just pure beauty. Yeah, and Oscar defended himself here. And yeah, we will see some moves on turn number 9. Yeah, we will. Oscar left the gap. I just can't believe that I'm witnessing. I mean, I'm sure you also just cannot believe it. This is some
I
masterclass.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just amazing. I mean, yet another corner, yet another side by side by these two drivers. I mean, that's just spectacular. And while we were focusing on the first 7, 8 places, you can see Albin Spatz. He gained 12 positions.
Yeah.
12 in 20 minutes. That's amazing. He started 20th and now he's 8th. So that's a really good progress.
Oh, there was a mistake from Alexander Spets. He did have like a power slide, and that not only cost him a position right now, but it can also cost him a tire wear. Because you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful on the amount of wear that these cars have, and like every percent matters. So yeah, that was quite unexpected thing that happened, and it might. Oh, that was a contact between Gianni and Spets. So Spets is down to P3, I think. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Something happened.
Yeah. They are continuing to fight, but it's not now only 2 drivers. It's already 3 drivers.
Close. Oh yeah.
Oh, a big
Will
mistake.
it be? Oh, where's the contact? Where's the contact?
Yeah. That was definitely a small contact, but yeah, they are continuing to push.
Yeah.
Right now, they need to calm down and continue to chase Oscar, because if they continue to battle, Oscar might have a chance just to drive away from them.
Yeah, it's not a good time. It's not a good place as of now to just try and battle between each other now, because Oscar is just keeping his pace. He's trying to go further and further in, like, make this gap between drivers as big as possible, just to feel comfortable and relaxed till the end of the race. So, but yeah, that was a really good battle between Alexander Spatz and Gilles Genie. That was really good one. A bit of a bumping, a bit of contact, but that's just the nature of racing. So what can we say? Unless it creates not good situations like crashes, for example, or spins. That's quite okay. But as of now, you can see that yeah, the gap increases a bit, so the players are not that tight as they used to be. So we can see a small gap between the first and the second, and also between the second and the third places, and also even bigger gap between the third and the fourth place. So that's the question. Will we stay like this and just trying to go further and further? Or mistakes will happen. Nobody knows. But as of now, everything is rock solid. Just everything is really 100% clinically, like just like surgery. Everything is so precise that you can't even find any mistakes. You can't find them because everybody's just, oh, and now Alexander, yeah, again, yet another inside, but Oscar says no, not this time. I'll stay the leader and you try and overtake me. Yeah, that's a bit of a late breaking, and I mean, the closer we got to the final minutes and seconds of a race, the more exciting this whole battle looks like. Because just look at these gaps. I mean, these gaps are just milliseconds between each other. It's just so small. Just one minor mistake, for example, a low braking, the not low, sorry, late braking, or just I don't know, a weird wheel movement, and yeah, things can go south really quickly. And now Alexander again, yet again, surpasses Oscar, and yeah, I mean, how many times we've seen this throughout the race? That's probably like
Look at this! Look at this! I mean,
a few dozens. Yeah, that's
they're starting
just
to take a grass.
just three people trying to get to this beloved first place and trying to be the leader. But again, at this moment, I'm feeling like Gilles is like in the most dangerous zone because again he's squeezed to the inside. Oh, actually, okay, I'll take my words back. Actually, he was in the most beneficial position and he overtook Alexander. And yeah, but for some time it looked really, really dangerous because at one point Oscar and Alexander, they were just going behind each other and just she tried to squeeze between them. And in some turns he ended up on the inside, and yeah, slightly squeezed to the inside, and yeah, it was slightly dangerous, but overall, again, this drivers show lots of professional skills. I mean, that's just unbelievable how good they cope with situations like this, and how cool they stay throughout the race. I mean, it's been 27 minutes of non-stop overtaking, non-stop battling between each other. But yet everybody's good. Everybody's just keep going, and yeah, it's just the thing you have to train, and that's what Travis show us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even like surprised about the moves because it's just like it went just like the ordinary thing today. Almost every corner we are seeing some battles, you know, and I'm just not like that as we were before, like, oh my god, he did a move on him. Oh wow. Now it's just like an ordinary thing. I mean,
Just like routine.
yeah, for real. I mean, Spets now regained his second position. He overtook Jani as always on the break in turn 3. And right now his target is to chase on Oscar because Oscar is right now more than half a second in front of him. And that was a bit of a chance for Oscar. I mean, we understand the powerfulness of Slipstream here, and we can see like also Alexander made a much better exit line from last corner, and he gained 1/10. So yeah, now he is in this delta of Slipstream being worked. So yeah, I mean, it's quite hard here to drive away from your opponents, especially when you are doing similar lap times, similar consistent lap times. And yeah, so it's just a matter of time when we will see Pets making move on Oscar PU. But you know what I also want to see? I want to see some moves from the drivers on P4, on P5, on P6. I mean, we have Bernardo Faira, we have Ali Schnoop, we have Felix Futter, we have Diana Perez. They're just being patient. They're just waiting for the leaders to crash. I'm 100% sure that this is their tactic for this one. I mean, they understand that it's quite a high chance that leaders might take each other out. I mean, we understand that this is the most like experienced drivers with a lot of hours behind their back, but everyone can make a mistake. And I think that this tactic of just waiting and waiting might work out. I mean, we've seen a lot of aggressive maneuvers. They did finish positively, but once again, there is always a probability of something to be happen. And right now, Alexander set the fastest lap of this race, 130.6. And like, look, it's only like 7 hundredths between them. It's not hundreds. I mean, it's thousands. It's only 3 thousandths on one lap between Oscar and Alexander. And right now we have a move. Yeah, just what I was asking. Oh my god, just what I was talking you guys. That
I
was
mean,
a
you wanted some
big.
action from P4 and P5. I mean, you get it.
But
You
yeah,
get
but
what you asked for.
yeah, I mean, like, wow, that was a big shot right
No.
into the back of Alexander, and I mean, I think he will be out of this battle. I'm not sure, but I think that this crash just was delivered right into his right rear wheel, and I think that he might get a black and orange flank. Let's take a look on the move from Bernardo. It was just too late to brake. It was just late to
I
brake
mean,
and get right into the wheel. Oh my god, that was.
I
This
mean,
is
like,
not
where
the
are you
way we
going?
wanted to end.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
where are you going? The corner is on the right. You're going still straight. So that's a bit of a diving and unsuccessful one. Let's call it like this. Especially that's really sad one for Alexander, who lost huge huge amount of places. So just unexpected things happen, and yet again in this race, sometimes things are out of your control and you can't do anything. You're just, like you're just a passerby, so you, you can't do anything. You're just a viewer, and yeah, other drivers just choose your destiny. So at this moment, we have Oscar Pugh, Bernardo Fario, and Gilles Genu on the podium. Actually, Gilles just overtook Bernardo Faria, and yeah, just so far, I mean, if we don't count that dive, it was a really clean race from the top 8 or even top 10. So overall, it was just a race filled with excitement of interesting overtakes and just pure class from each and every driver.
you know what? Bernardo Faria will face a drive-through penalty for the incident that happened.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
that's confirmed.
yeah. He did receive
Okay.
a drive-through penalty. So unfortunately, it happened on the penultimate lap. I'm not sure that this is the last lap. Yeah, but he will have to face the drive-through by the end of this lap in order to finish this race. I mean, yeah, that was quite a brutal mistake, and you have to face the penalty for this mistake. But I mean, we don't want to interrupt this battle. 3 wide down to the third corner. I mean, I, I'm just speechless here. Now it's Ali Snow who is on the better exit line. This is the battle for P2. It's great news for Oscar Piu, who will definitely be finishing this race. Oh no! Oh no no
Oh,
no
what
no,
happened?
Alish. I think that was a bold attempt of going 3 wide into the fourth corner. Yeah, it just like
It was a
I mean,
contact
yeah,
by
yeah,
who?
it was the contact. It was Alish and Gilles. Is Gilles Johnny now lose the car? What happened to the drivers?
What's going on?
Come on, you were delivering an amazing show to us, and with some several laps until the end of the race. Yeah,
I don't know.
it just
It feels like they were mentally on the finish line, just over the finish line. So it's like it's already done. Probably that's like they just lost their grip, like just the grip of the situation and just
oh, it's the
relaxed
finish of
a
the
bit.
race. It was the finish of the race. So Bernardo Fara
Yeah.
did not serve the penalty, so he will drop. And Alexander Sped did finish on the podium. Um, I mean, what was that? I mean, this is the most chaotic finish.
Yeah, in the end, it felt like we something like we've seen during the consolation race. It's just pure madness. But overall, my impression of this race is just, yeah, I mean, it can be described by one word. It's just class. I mean, each and every driver from the top 10 showed huge class. Also, I want to mention Alvin Spatz. He's on the sixth place. He he gained 14 positions from the starting grid. That's just unbelievable. We've seen lots of drama from Bernardo Faria, from Andriy Pozdnyakov, from Alexander Spatz. We've seen huge amount of clean and just professional, like just surgically clean overtakes by Oscar Pugh and also Alexander Spatz. That was just awesome. But I mean, hands down, that was a really good race.
Yeah, I mean, we did not even got an attempt to watch the rest of the guys. I mean, the leaders just did not let us watch what happened to the rest of the field. I'm sure that there were better fight, not better fights. I mean, same fights. I'm sure that there were a lot of action going on further than the top 10, but unfortunately, guys, I mean, every lap, every corner, we've seen a lot of action. And that was the battle that you want to see, that you want to spectate, that you want to maybe you want to get something from it, to look that, I mean, look, in the racing you can battle. That was just the best race so far of this championship. I'm sure that we will get even better races further. I mean, this was definitely one of the best races that I've seen. Um, I'm just speechless what the drivers delivered to us. So yeah, it does look that Alexander Spets finishes on P2, Felix Potter with the P3, and yeah, Bernardo Fare drops down quite a lot because of the time penalty that he received by the end of this race. We are ready to hear from Alexander. And from Oscar, we are ready for our drivers to be interviewed. So, Ilya, you are feel free to ask one of our top 3 finishers whatever you want.
Hi guys, thanks a lot for this race. That was unbelievable. I mean, we were all just glued to our chairs, glued to our monitors, just spectating what you've done throughout the race. That was just unbelievably clean and just class race, filled with huge amount of cool overtakes and just huge professionalism from each and every of you. So Oscar, first question to you: how do you feel about this race? Uh, what do you feel about this race? And actually, did it end up how you felt during the beginning?
Yeah, it was a good race. Uh, was uh was quite stressful, you know, and also fun with the battle. Um, yeah, it was with this track, there's a lot of draft, so it's impossible to get away. So yeah, it was just fighting all the way, and unfortunately the fight ended a bit earlier than it should, but it was still good fun.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your comments. Overall, great race. So happy for what we've seen. You've gifted us the best present for this Christmas so far. That's the first present, and so far that's the best one. So huge thanks for the race, and hope you'll get lots of luck during your next races.
Yeah, thank you.
Um, Alexander, what are your feelings about the race? Overall, it's been just a roller coaster of overtakes and your battles with Oscar, and also this unfortunate spin in the end of a race. Um, do you feel that everything went as you've planned um, um, from the beginning? And actually, how do you feel um, everything went by? Just like again, was it planned? Was it like all in the line of your plan?
Well, the plan was just to try and lead anytime it was possible. I was running, I think, a bit more downforce, or I just had more fuel in the car, so I had less top speed, but more braking power, especially. So I was just trying to lead when I could, but unfortunately we got, or I got spun there later in the race and had some massive damage from that. But I'm happy I could recover up because I had 16x after that 4x with my spin. So I had to keep it within the limits and on the same time try and make moves. So yeah, was I'm happy about being able to salvage what happened.
Huge thanks for the race again. That was just unbelievably classy from you. Just lots of lots of appreciation for this clean overtakes you've done. That was just professional, hands down. That was a really great job from you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Felix, same question. How do you feel? How do you feel about the race? Did everything went well, or did you expect something better? Or overall, uh, how do you feel about the whole race? Because the majority of the race ran in the slipstream, so you were just trying to keep up with the pace with front leaders, and in the end, you've grabbed your chance and you finished on the podium. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, exactly. I feel pretty good. It went way better than I thought it would. So like I was on P6 the whole time, and I was like, come on, I want to get top 5 at least. And then everything went down, and I was like, okay, this is my chance. Let's go. I didn't expect to have to fight Alex at the end, but it went pretty good. I was pretty glad we could fight clean to the end. But I'm also pretty bummed that I lost the drag race there because I wanted P2 then. But well, it was a great race. It was an enjoyable fight. And yeah, I hope I get more finishes like that.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for your comments. Again, huge appreciation for what you've done throughout the race. That was a really intense 35-minute session. And again, I mean, I don't think anyone even had a small chance not to look at their monitors and to look at their screens and just spectate the whole beauty of what you've done throughout the race. That was a really clean one, and I hope we will see the same results in the following races. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I hope you'll have a really good time till the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
guys.
you.
I mean,
Have a good Christmas, guys.
thank you, Oscar. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, Ilya, I mean, yeah, I just don't know what to say. I mean, this is Red Bull Ring. This is the track that always delivers the best races. This will definitely go down to one of the examples that I will show to the people I know that want to try sim racing and so on, because that was a really great example up until 2 laps before the finish. That was definitely one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed in my life with sim racing.
Exactly. It's just, I don't know. I've used the sport so many times throughout the race, but again, I won't be tired to say it once again that it was a pure class, pure professional skills from all the drivers. They've did their best just to get everything they can from each and every opportunity they got, and sometimes, as we've seen quite a lot of drama throughout this race. We've seen lots of drama in the Heat 2. We've seen lots of madness in the consolation race, and especially some unexpected turns of event in the actual race. And overall, as you've said in the beginning, Red Bull Ring is quite a small circuit. So we've got probably the most what we can get from the circuit. Just drivers did their best, and yeah, it was a really nice one. Hope we'll see the same thing in the in January on the Watkins Glen circuit, and also in the two legendary circuits. I won't be scared of this word because these two circuits are legendary. These are Monza and Spa-Francorchamps. Will provide us with huge to process after that, and just for our viewers to stay enjoyed, to just keep energized throughout the race.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we will be, guys. We will take a holiday break, and we will be seeing each other quite soon. I will tell you, like, I mean, right, the correct date. So we will be seeing each other at the January 10th at Watkins Glen. Also, a great speed circuit. So yeah, guys, thanks one more time that you are with us. Thank you for following Hadeca team. Thank you for following our championship, and looking forward to see you as drivers, as spectators on the next races. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Take care, guys. Stay safe, and see you soon. That was a second round of Hadeca International Porsche Cup, brought to you by Ilya Ivashenko and Dominik Horosharin. Thank you, guys. Ciao. Да, нажал. Я уже нажал.